Yahuwah, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, and Karkwadash.
Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that's around the four corners of the globe. We're the real Hebrew Israelites coming in week out the prophets of the downfall of America. You know, if y'all brothers have something to open up with.
Hey, since you said that, we can start off with the Jeremiah.
Yeah, Jeremiah 28.
This is Jeremiah 28 and verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. You know, and that's what we come out here to do, man. All right? You know, I believe, as it says in Jeremiah chapter 1, all right, it talks about to root up and to pull down, man. All right, you know, and to build up, man. All right, and we doing all that in one, man. All right, you know, we were rooting down, all right, all the, you know, false, you know, philosophies and the false ideas that Esau Edom has, you know, put out here, you know, through his witchcraft, through his, you know, his TV programming, man. All right, so for so on, man, through his education system. All right, through these false, you know, churches that you people go to, man. All right, you know, we giving you the true understanding of the scriptures. All right, you know, through the Holy Spirit, man. All right, you know, and at the same time, we're building up our people, the nation of Israel, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, let you know, all right, that you are the true children of the Holy Scriptures, man. All right. You know, before you heathens, man, we're telling that your kingdom is going down, that the Lord is bringing pestilence, man. All right, you know, swiftly, man. All right, those pestilence be, you know, famine, you know, a death, pestilence, the sword, all right, a martial law, all right, nukes, war, all right, all that is coming, man, very soon, man. All right, does save the scriptures, man. All right, so it will behoove you Israelites to get right.
Khan. All right, and the true men of the Lord are prophesying the downfall of this wicked kingdom. Okay, those false prophets, Jeremiah 5 and 26 says, for among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares. They set a trap, they catch men. As a cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit. Therefore, they are become great and waxen rich. Okay, so these prosperity pastors that's preaching job, car, spouse, house, they're not preaching the truth of these scriptures.
I got something to back you up.
Hey, you know, that's right, man, because the scripture talks about, you know, within and without was written lamentations, mourning, and woes, man. All right, so when you go into these churches, man, all right, and they preaching straight prosperity, all right, you know, hey, it's okay, you know, to, you know, build up the people's needs, all right, if you're doing it through the Spirit the right way, man. All right, not just preaching prosperity doctrine, telling these people it's gonna be okay, because then you're not preparing them, all right, for the things that's coming, you know, down the pipeline, man. All right, these scriptures, hey, it's not all needy, greedy, man. It's not all good, man. Hey, the scripture says it will go in your mouth as sweet as honey, and then it'll be in your belly, you know, bitter, man. All right, and we gotta tell our people the bitter part as well, man. All right, you know, the effed up part, man. All right, you know, hey, the destruction that's coming, man. All right, you got it.
This is the book of Ezekiel 3 and 17. It says, son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. It says, therefore hear the word of my mouth and give them warning for me. Right, the scripture said give our people warning. You know, the pastors are not doing that in these Christian churches. Yeah, the pastors are not doing this in these Christian churches. They, like as the brothers were saying, they teach prosperity and they teach you everything is going to be okay. But here at Great Millstone, starting with our elders and apostles on down, we teach you the truth of the Bible and what's really going to come to this place. Around the four corners of the world, and mainly hit to America.
That's right. You know, but hey, as you can see, man, all right, you know, but you got earthquakes happening all over, man. All right, you got floods happening, man. All right, you know, you got the food plants being destroyed by the bundle, man. All right.
That flood down there in Brazil, they had that fucking parade, man.
Yeah.
That wicked ass parade.
And we know about the situation in Turkey, man. All right, and that's just, you know, a massive one. But you got ones that's, you know, not being you know, mainstream, you know, happening, you know, every day, man. All right, you know, it's actually a website you can go and see, you know, how many earthquakes have happened today, and every day is constantly happening, man, all over, man. All right, you know, and natural disasters is constantly happening, man. I believe you had a snowstorm in California, man. You know, and that's not even, you know, that region don't usually see that type of that type of weather, but that's just signs showing you, all right, hey, that things are being stirred up, man. All right.
This is the book of Second Esdras. This is the book of Second Esdras 9 and 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and we measure the time diligently by the way of the prophecies in the Bible. It says, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Salah, can you get Wicked Generation 6 signs?
I got you.
Get that out. Cause you I'm gonna try to be nice. Take it down. You little trolls, man. You little trolls, man. All right, you don't know what the hell is going on. You sit up here, you talk shit to us on YouTube and TikTok and shit. Talking about we embarrassed by you guys. We're wobbles. All right, we're crazy. We don't know what's going on and shit. Truly, you don't know what the fuck is going on, man. Or you won't come and get the truth. And I looked your site, you ain't talking about shit.
I'm talking about now.
Yeah, you got my track gas. They marching, the pipelines, the water, all that shit. It's in vain, man. America gonna be destroyed, man.
That's right.
That's right.
Just get this. I'm talking to you so-called Native Americans, man, or American Indians, whatever you want to call yourself, man. All right, ain't no. What the fuck? Yeah, you need clean drink water, but at the end, it ain't gonna matter. That shit is in vain, man. America been destroyed by third degree destruction, man.
That's right.
You ain't getting this land back. Talking to our people, the Northern Kingdom, and the Southern Kingdom too, because Southern Kingdom, they gonna prosper. Great grandkids gonna go to college, to Howard University, and all this bullshit, man.
Trying to get generational wealth.
Yeah, all this shit, man.
You know?
But then you talk shit against us, but you don't know the fuck's going on. Look, Esau's getting no hydraulic guillotines ready, man.
Yeah.
Concentration camp. I was looking at a video the other day. It's a document coming for 2010. How they gonna lock your ass up? They got one part for abortion, one part for torture, one part for re-education and shit. And the sea hip is here, man. Y'all know what's going on.
And also going back to you were saying, I believe it's in Mississippi. They was talking about bringing hangings back.
Yeah, but they been hanging your ass back, so they ain't bringing it back. They're just making it on record. Right, Jada. Oh, they're bringing it back.
So now they can do it by the masses.
Right, but guess what? That can fall on them. But guess what? By law, if somebody do something, we could hang their ass. We could snatch a cop, kill one of our people. We could snatch his ass up out of his bed, man, like hang his ass and shit. So hey, that's a loophole, right? All right. So that's gonna go. If it goes down that way, let's go to Isaiah 13 and 14. We'll get that generation sign.
Yeah, I got that right.
And then read that scripture that y'all brought out.
This is Matthew 16 and verse 4. It says, a wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign.
Right.
But there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas, and he left them and departed.
Right. Jeremiah 28 and 8 now. Right? The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied against many countries and great kingdoms, of war, of evil and pestilence, man. All right? And great famine, which is about to come to this place, man. So no sign is going to be given but this. And that ever since this has come out, what you see the many manifold tokens and the signs of Yahweh Shemiah Shai bringing the end according to this generation. It's not going to stand anymore. All right? You can actually tell. Since the prophecies start coming out, it's been an influx of destruction coming to this place, man.
Yeah, constantly on the downcline.
Hey, we're one of the signs that the end is near, man.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell a bunch of poor? Yeah, we are poor. Poor to Esau status, the elite. They got all the money. And you middle class, even you $100,000 a year, $1 million, you still poor, man. All right. Anyway, how a bunch of poor so-called Black Latino kids get this knowledge downloaded like that quick?
Right, because you may not recognize those signs that we see.
Right.
The reason why we report, we should have recognized the reporter, man.
Yep.
The reporters out there saying, guess what? It's so many earthquakes. They're not even being recorded, most of them. It's manifold earthquakes every day in certain places, man.
Yep.
All right. You got storms, and you got austerity measures happening in certain areas that aren't even being reported.
It snowed in California.
Not like that.
It
right?
snowed in California. It's like 30 degrees in California.
Yeah.
Around this time?
Yeah.
I know. What do they call it? Abnormalities?
Yeah. Well, I guess they call it that.
Anomalies.
Anomalies, I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah. The frequency of something that can happen is out of the normal. You know.
It's snowing in California this springtime. You know it gets hot on the West Coast.
Yeah.
They said, what, California, one of the driest places?
Yeah, California is dry heat, man.
I got even.
Yeah. Oh, last year they had that tornado and shit. That tornado, that fire and shit. Even though that was.
That was 2021.
Oh, it might have been 2021, man.
21,
Yeah, because they passed that law that you could have XEX with minors and shit. And the most have visit ass for that fire tornado and shit.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, that was.
Yeah. And so these, see, y'all looking for signs. They think the Most High is gonna come out the sky with a speaker and talk to an individual. No, man, he's gonna use his vessels, the prophet, to talk to you. But you don't get that. They steam Esau words. Sirach 13. What the hell? Esau word hide the steam to the clouds. All right, because we not the signs that you desire for, man. So you want TD Jakes to come out, you want Creflo Dollar to come out.
You what the hell they asked for?
All right, you want somebody else. You want what's that? Bible? She dead. Bible. She dead. Bible. That lesbian lady. The Bible. That Eve. Bible. Joe Biden. What the hell her name is? No, she's still alive. But she was at ISBK school and shit. Scarf. They threw her ass out of there. Juanita Bynum. Yeah, they threw her ass out of there.
They throw her ass out.
Yeah, they threw her ass out of there. She been too disruptive, man. Yeah, you try to overserve their teaching and everything. They gave her switch. They threw her ass out, so she's still alive. Her bring out on us. All right, you want to listen to Uncle Red, Auntie, the nigga you hella pillow talks every morning before your husband come home and shit. All right, you gonna listen to them and shit, but you don't want to listen to us, man. You don't desire us, the tokens. Or what's coming? Like one of the tokens was coming. Go ahead.
This is Sirach 13 and verse 23. It says, when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue.
Yeah.
And look,
Yeah. Hey, when that happened, when the pandemic first happened and shit, the blame damage,
yeah,
the plan damage. All right, they telling us shut up and everything. We tell them not to take that jump shot. And
Right.
look at you now. You took the jump shot. Now your heart jumping out your goddamn chest, man.
Medical misinformation.
Right, you doing this, you fight. Oh, Most High got you. You get Most High. You fight against death demons coming to get to it. And you just drop dead and shit like a roach and shit like that.
Well, they took some boosters, too.
Right.
Like, I mean, it's one thing for even people that even took that. But the booster even made it even worse. It boosted your ass to death.
Boost your ass up, man. Hey, they
Boost the chair.
boost your aspiration day. Boost your ass to your aspiration day faster, man. All right. So now what you gotta say now? We warned your dumb ass about that jump shot, and now your heart's coming out your chest. You fight demons before you most likely take your ass out, send you to the upper room. All right. You can't do the same shit. Your sons and daughters falling down, face down on the court and shit like that.
Right.
All right, your elements make worse in your body than it was before. You might have like something like IBS. Now you just shitting all over the place. Your gut just exploded, man.
yeah.
All right. So what you got to say now? You're a little smart. Oh, on top of this, Esau took all the requirements for you to enter all these restaurants. Now everybody can enter restaurants with a mask on.
Right.
You ain't got to have a jump shot to get in restaurant shit. You took that for shit, man. No, you don't want to listen to Yahweh Shai. You want to listen to Esau and the 2/3 Bishop Bacon, man.
Yep.
All right, now your ass bacon.
I got this.
All right, go ahead.
This is the book of Sirach 12 and 13. It says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as
Right.
come nigh wild
Who
beasts?
gonna feel sorry for you? My son, so what, man? Fuck you and your son, man. And that's what the fuck you get for listening to Zaddy Esau saying listen to your house.
And I believe they did say basically 90%. I mean 50% of Crown Royal related deaths.
Right.
50% of them was the ones who got the jump shot.
Yeah, that
You know what I'm
H
saying?
and 19.
You know, so
Yeah. Oh, now you can't get you if you had that jump shot, you can't donate blood.
Man, people in my opinion, they can't because their blood was like it's coagulated, it's so thick. They can't. It's so clotted out.
Yeah.
But now,
Don't they tell you something you ain't supposed to take it?
Mhm. Yeah.
So,
No, let him say something.
Even some jobs, man, they actually they're like, you know, but it's not like, oh, so you can get it. It's, you know, they don't want you to have it. Certain jobs, you know, especially super physical jobs, super
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, they be like, hey, did you take, you know, that, you know, blah blah, because they know it. Hey, that gives you side effects, you know, bad side effects.
Hey, cause some of those jobs when you do manual labor, hey man, you need your heart to pump that
Yeah.
blood. And they got so in the heart, all that stuff, your lungs, all that stuff go together, man. You need your cardiovascular system help to lift up boxes and shit like that. Oxygen, oxygen in your body, man. You can't handle oxygen by some thick ass blood in your veins, man. All right, hey, when you put oil in the car, man, you gotta have the right type of oil, man. If you don't, man, you fuck your car up. So it's the same thing, man. You got blood. You had blood that's liquidy and thin. That's why doctors give people blood thinners, make their blood thin, make their blood flow through their body, or you can eat grapes.
It must feel like water.
Right, it must flow like water. Y'all shit just frozen, man, or just slush. All right, and now you falling out and everything. Right.
When they first rolled it out, it was a condition of employment.
Yeah, it was conditional employment.
They
Y'all
wouldn't let
like,
you continue to be employed.
yeah, y'all took it in talking shit. Some of y'all gonna listen to the doctors and all this shit. Oh, okay.
I remember like it was yesterday. You know,
Right.
they was talking about the unpeople. You know, telling y'all the scum of the earth and things of that nature.
Y'all
And they-
told me they should lock us up.
Oh, yeah,
put us
yeah.
in prison and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, when it first started, man, a lot of
Yeah,
people
they said they should lock us up and put in prison.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
all to basically ostracize anybody that's against their agenda.
Then you got Creepy Joe said. What Creepy Joe say? What Creepy Joe make that threat on TV?
Give us your arms.
No, he said something. He said you don't want to see something like they made a threat towards us and shit. Talking about what more you need to see.
I remember that.
Yeah. We just laughed at it like, sit your ass up, man. And shit. And you can't. How you gonna try to threaten us? You scared of threats? You scared of cherries in the sky? Man.
Yeah.
Okay. You can't even stop one cherry, man.
Hey, because flesh is his arm.
Yeah.
That's all. Esau has the power of flesh, which is the sword as well. So he feels like he can threaten your flesh.
Right.
But with spiritual men, we see these things. And
Yeah.
what are we doing? We're broadcasting what the Lord told us to do amongst the elect.
Hey, somebody get the the love for money. Yeah, get that, cause that was a part of that shit too. Cause they was investing, they was investing in those blood shots, man. That's why Joe Biden, I believe Roland Martin, I got some investments in some different companies that give out the jump shots too, man. That's why they push this shit, so they make a profit off that shit.
That's why
Go
you
get
had-
it. Yeah.
That's why you had your different celebrities pushing that too. They wanted
They probably had investments in it.
Well, aside from that, they wanted to keep their bag going.
Yeah.
We saw that you can shut your ass down overnight.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, get that. It's hard for the rich man into a needle.
And he showed that shit amongst like guys like Kanye and these different entertainers.
Yep.
Guess what? Once that C-hip is implemented, which is all this is leading up to,
Yep.
it's gonna give him the power to just do the same exact thing.
Yeah.
All right. We're seeing the type of power this man thinks that he has. So he's gonna exact that, man.
But guess what? He don't got the power of he don't got the power of Yahweh Shai, the elect of Israel. And he don't got that power of them. All right.
I got that first scripture for you.
Go
Will.
ahead.
This is the book of 1 Timothy 6:10. It says, "For the love of money is the root of all evil,
Right.
which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows."
Yeah. So that's going for the love of money is the root of evil, man. That's what I tell you. Go get the jump shot. Get the jump shot. Cause they had investments in it. Then at the same time, like the brother said, when you read a little further, Jake want that money bag. Keep that money bag going on. That's why they was urged to take that jump shot. All right. So all that shit was about money, man. But they had investments in the money. And they also when they shut down, had the pandemic. They had investment in Clorox, alcohol, Lysol, everything, man. Netflix, 'cause you have to stay in to get entertainment shit. Maybe you could go to the show. You spend money on Netflix. Amazon. What's the other one? Amazon.
Hulu? No.
Yeah, no, Amazon when you deliver packages. Oh, eBay. DoorDash.
eBay became a sticker again?
I mean, you know, all the DoorDash, Uber. What's the other one? Grub.
Oh, DoorDash.
Grubhub.
Yeah, Grubhub. All right, they put all the investment on it. That's how they made their money, man. Esau gonna make money, and then all people fears and shit. You know, the medical industry back to that again.
Yeah, the masks.
and et cetera. Yeah, they making no masks and stuff, man. They made money off that. People still walk around masks.
Man.
They got so bad. What's summer? Well, that was summer of 2020. It's like 190 degrees outside. Motherfucker got 2 masks on.
And they so foolish. They think because they absolutely have to,
It's
need it or
hot.
want something,
Right.
that makes something that's so deadly go away. But that's foolishness.
Right.
It didn't. The only
Right.
thing is, like, it makes you, like, the government would push that because they know how
Right.
to work. So they would be like, well, they didn't say unless I absolutely have to. Then these masks are like easy.
Hey, bro, cover your face like that mask.
Right, you got
Cover
to
your face. All right, so this the virus and shit. Like the virus on Looney Tunes cartoon, the virus gonna be like this. He gonna go to you and shit like that.
Guess
Right.
what? They said that it goes in your eyes.
Right.
Really, a virus can go anywhere.
Yup.
And that's what they were also, they would tell you that on certain little scales.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you gotta understand, you should have been caught it.
Yeah.
And then it was a virus that wasn't, I'm gonna say, not that detrimental to somebody that's healthy.
Right.
Or in your youth. Meaning it could be fought off like any other disease.
Yup. And then y'all was contradicting each other. One expert say anything, one expert say anything and shit like that. And Dr. Fauci, he kept flipping like a pancake and shit.
That's the thing I don't understand at all.
Right.
You know, he said it came from what was it some bats or something?
I think somebody said some shit like
From a
that.
wet market?
No, it was some type of animal. I forget.
Then they
was a
found
bat. Originally
a bat.
The original lie was the bats, right?
Right,
And then
right.
they found out that he had a whole program that he was funding and overseeing.
With China.
Yeah.
With Moab and shit.
What do
But
they
you know
call
what?
it,
Because Moab got Freemasons too.
Was it
So they was
gain
cleaning
of
up.
function?
Yeah.
Gain of function.
Yup.
And nobody ever looked into that.
And Moab blew the cover, but Moab was unlaughing people that even had the thing. It was like I forget they call it a thermal thing. You read with things going on different parts of like a state or a country. And Moab was burning motherfuckers up, man. They execute people, burn them up and shit. Yeah, Moab was getting down their own people, man, during that pandemic. Man.
Right. And it was,
Go ahead.
And I was gonna say that Dr. Fucci, his ass, he had all that funding for the gain of function, which is research on how to take a animal virus and learn how to mutate it to jump from animal to human.
Right.
Now, who in their right mind would? Well, Esau would do some shit like that.
Right.
But that's the stupidest shit that you could possibly want to do.
They showed in that movie Outbreak. Remember Outbreak?
And he was behind. Dr. Fauci was behind the whole
Dr.
HIV
Fauci.
thing.
Yeah.
Dr. Fucci, whatever.
Right.
He was behind the.
Dr. Falsified.
Dr. Falsified was behind the HIV as well.
Yup, he spread rumors about that. He said it was somebody. He said you could get it by touching an object, something like that. He just ignorant as fuck, man.
Making shit up.
Making shit up.
Selling fear.
Yeah, selling fear, man. Hey, they profit off people's fears, man. See how much money they made off that stuff we mentioned, man. You guys, people today, they still conditioned to wear a mask. Now, a mask not gonna stop you from catching a virus, man.
And then with the internet nowadays, we know that this is a great instrument for fear.
Right? Then they try to
Somebody
attack.
just make a fucking story on the internet.
Hey,
and
hey.
people believe that shit.
And Yahweh will tell you that the herbs of the earth help to heal you, or help you heal you. Also to help you build your immune system up, keep you healthy. They try to attack that and shit. Oh, y'all bunch of what they call this shit? What they call us? Fearmongers. Y'all bunch of hoteps. No herbs don't work in anything like this. Yup. Yeah. Hey man, my wife had COVID. And guess what? Hey, we prayed to the Most High. And we use a combination of black seed or even some little bit Esau medicine shit to get rid of the symptom, but most of it was natural. Dandelion tea. All right. So the Lord with us, man. All right. She COVID free now, man. All right. Praise, call on you. How about you? Also, some of the brothers of the camps COVID free, man. COVID free now. Oh yeah, how about Shem Shot?
And mind you, the ones who didn't take the stabby wabby, right? The ones who didn't take the stabby wabby and got the boogie germ naturally,
Right.
and got over it naturally, their immune system got built up. But the ones who took the stabby wabby started catching this shit even more.
Yeah.
So, what does that show you? That the shit didn't work.
Right. Right.
You got bamboozled.
People at my
take it.
people at my job are constantly getting that goddamn shit, man.
Yup.
That's the reason why they still have that paid sick leave in most jobs, because these people still they even get it like that. They get it constantly. They'll get over it, but then they'll get it again.
Yeah.
You know. And yet somebody who has not taken the stabby wabby, you know, they're in pristine health, man, so to speak, man.
And you damn baby boomers, man. Here go Esau, the so-called white man. You damn baby boomers, man. I got a pure hatred for you baby boomers, man. Those that's not in the truth, man. All right? You damn baby boomers, man. Esau put you all through this shit. Lynch you. Had you going back to the restaurants, picking up your food and shit. Spitting your food. When you got good grades, you still get your ass F's and shit, man. All right? Chase you out of neighborhoods and shit, beating you up, put dogs on you, water hose you, and then you're gonna turn around and you're gonna believe him, you're gonna take the jump shot. Man.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah 31:1. It says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help
Yep.
and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many." Right, this Egypt that this particular scripture is talking about America. You know, you read Revelation the 11th chapter, this spiritual Egypt and Sodom and Egypt.
Yeah.
You know, it says because they are many and in horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel,
Right.
neither seek the Lord Yahweh Shai.
Right, so you run into your house when you get sick. You run to the red guys and the white coats, man. Hey, when we get sick, man, hey, we run to your house, man. And we say, brother, get that dope milk oil, man. Say that prayer. Now, if we go to the hospital, we still go to the hospital. It's something major, something like surgery, shit like that. But guess what? We still got to go to the Most High. Because the Most High, the issues of life and death is in the hands of Yahweh, man.
And you really got to be so quick to fall into the hands of the doctor.
Right.
Because, for one, in the scripture it says a physician. These people don't actually fix your physical claim. Right. A physical ailment.
Right.
They really don't actually fix your shit, man. You know, they actually fuck it up way worse, man.
Right.
So it was a curse from the Most High that you would have to need help from anybody else.
Yep.
You know, but he had men prepared for that to help you in that situation. But that was a curse according to your wickedness that you got this ailment, man.
Yep.
But now you got somebody that's supposed to be in the power to fix your ailment, but all they do is they know how to make it worse. And then when they do their testing, they don't really even. They guesstimating, and okay, so what ails you? They're guesstimating. They still don't really know what the fuck is really fucked up with you.
Yep. Or they know what it is. They know what it is, but they keep it lingering with you and shit. Give you medication to keep it in you, but they make money off of it.
Yeah. Oh, so they don't see blood.
Yeah, true blood.
Yeah, because the vampire blood was curing. It was curing everybody.
Right.
But then they said, you know what? What would stretch this out so that we would make money? They said put a little poison in it.
Oh.
Got something back there.
Yeah, go ahead.
This Job 13:4. But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value.
Right. Those fruits and vegetables ain't gonna heal you. Come to the doctor. No herbs ain't gonna help you. Come to the doctor. Don't listen to the hotels. Come to the doctor. The doctor fuck your ass up.
And they said when you go to the doctor, the side effects be worse than what you
Yup.
actually.
They might say you might have something like some type of insanity. They'll laugh say that shit cancer. Oh, sorry, sir. You got cancer up the ass. You gotta take this medication. I'm just saying you got this and that. It probably some type of anxiety and shit, man.
Right.
Oh yeah, you go chemotherapy. That shit dry your ass up like a razor chemotherapy. Then you really do get cancer and shit. You lose your hair and shit.
Go there and come out worse.
Yup. And you could anything's curable with herbs and stuff from both sides. Any disease, man. Anything is curable. Right? It's just Esau life make that's what called pharmacy. Pharmaca goes back to witchcraft, man. Alright? Their job is to deceive you, man.
Yeah, I forget where exactly it's from, all right? You know, but you had I believe it was from a book, you know, or, you had a guy, of course it was an Edomite, one of these, scandalous, evil, top guys, man, you know what I'm saying, from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And he was talking about, basically, how he was going to deceive the masses of the people, man. All right, and then, everything that they think was good for them, all right, such as whatever you can name, shampoo, soap, your toothpaste, all right, everything that you use to, groom yourself and take care of yourself, it would be ultimately slowly killing you, man. All right, and that's why they put all these chemicals, inside these different products, not because it's needed in them, all right, but because, hey, that's how he slowly killed you, man, without you knowing, man. All right?
That is the society today, man. Because the food kills you. The clothing kills you.
Yeah.
Like the basic necessities, your toiletries, they all are slowly killing you.
The soap you use and shit.
That's
Soap,
what-
the deodorant.
And these all have all these different chemical names and some shit that you don't even understand what the fuck it is.
Like baby powder. Baby powder used for years. The nigga wants to put baby powder up in her big titties and shit.
Yep.
And then they put on the babies and stuff like that. Now they said baby powder causes cancer.
It's a recall.
It's a recall on it.
In which the thing you really should be using should be like an oil for somebody down there.
Right.
Or to moisturize. I don't know what was doing that shit for. Because I remember that shit.
Yeah.
Back in the day they used to do that. It was,
Yeah.
I never
put it on
understood.
their breasts and shit.
Just to smell good. I don't
Just to smell good. and
But
shit.
yeah, no. As far as with that, there was always an alternative the Lord had us use, man. You can use oils for that type of area, man. Especially olive oil on a newborn babe, like with their umbilical. That's how it can fall off because they're gonna. Sometimes a child might touch it, until it falls off. But the best way to help that out is to put olive oil on it, or even on that area you can put certain oils or sometimes even a petroleum down there, which would be a lot better than certain other things that this guy prescribes for you to use, which in turn will fuck you up.
Right.
I got one.
Go ahead.
This is Psalms 58:3. It says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Yeah, speaking lies, man. All right. This don't work. That don't work. Everything the Most High got, the Most High don't know what he's talking about. Oh, I'm gonna make this better and shit. Just like that movie coming up, Guardians of the Galaxy, Part 3. Right? Even though they got him darkened up and shit, it's really represent Esau. He say he try to make things that's just natural better, man. Right? So that's Esau. It's really the character's going back to it is Esau, but it's before Esau lost his color. When he was the guy that act like a snake in the garden. Yeah, that's Esau, man. The villain with Guardians of the Galaxy say he can make things natural better. That's how he made that in that movie he made on Rocky, Cyborg Rocky.
He trying to make things that's already good
Right.
better.
Yeah, that's why Esau, it says he's a mad scientist, man, because Esau constantly researches Ezekiel 28:3. Y'all gonna read the scripture?
This is the you was doing on that part?
No, I'm done.
Yeah.
This is the book of Psalms 55:21. It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Right? This is a characteristic of Esau Edom.
Yeah.
He'll make things sound good, but it's ultimately what? To your destruction.
Oh, I seen that last movie last night. It was a slave movie called Night John. And he said he made a deal. Edomite slave deal made a deal with a Judite woman. Said, "Hey, I'm gonna sell your baby. I'm gonna keep my promises." And they went back there like blah blah blah. He gave the baby away. He said, "Hey, I kept my promise. I didn't sell him."
I gave.
Yeah, I gave him away. All right, so this man, the devil, man. Yeah,
Oh, what was that movie?
Yeah, I think that's what you said.
Where Jake was like, he was talking to the Jake. He was like, we're taking this or something like that. Like he was giving him the house. He was like, oh yeah, we're gonna keep this. We're gonna let this thing here.
Richard Pryor movie.
Yeah, he was laughing it off with him.
Yeah,
but
he said, I'm gonna take those swim. I'm gonna take those doors.
He was damn fucking serious.
Yup, he got back the whole pool like a big ass dirt hole, and the doors, all the good doors on the house, all that shit was gone, man. All right, that's that guy Esau, man. That's him, man. How you think he got America? He tricked Gad, man. So-called name.
He the dude from the 300 movie.
Yeah.
I want it all.
I want it all.
I want it all.
I want it
That's
all.
Esau. He wants every damn thing. He wants you. He wants your heritage. He wants our blessing. He wants everything.
He wants everything. He wants to control you. That's why they're gonna put that program for China. We got good behavior and shit like that. Hey, Esau control how many calories you gonna get. You see that crazy shit?
Oh, okay, got it.
How many calories you can eat a day?
WEF.
Man, he trying to make y'all ass eat bugs.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, also I look at those future movies where they eat like tiny ass bites of food and shit. I look like insects, man. Esau gonna have your ass half basically starving to death during the day just to get you enough that you can work and do this. And you wake up next morning, you gotta eat the same amount of food he get, man. Right? That's why it says it's not good. Take that seed, man. Right? Then you gonna do it because you scared of Zaddy Esau, then you scared of Yaakov. You got no faith. Go ahead.
This is Sirach 33 and 13. And it reads, as the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him, to render to them as liketh him best. Good is set against evil, life against death, so is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. So look upon all the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against another. All right? So you got Esau, Edom, you know, and you got Jacob. You know, the Lord said, Jacob have I loved and Esau have I hated. He created this man to be wicked, okay? He created this man to have this old warped sense of reality.
Truly warped. That made me wonder when they made me wonder where the old saying my evil twin come from. I wonder did it come from Jacob and Esau?
Yeah, I always thought about that because guess what? When Esau would paint that, he always have the evil twin beard. Trying to say the really evil twin.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Violent in the earth.
Violent in the earth.
I know. Hey, but that's perfect, man. Yeah, we could be evil towards evil. Good shit. Right. You're right.
Yeah, woe to them. Yeah, get the Isaiah 5 and 20. Woe to them that call evil good. That's what Esau do, man. He flipped things around.
And when he started putting it in his books and his perspective that, well, there really is no such thing as evil because, you know what, the evil guy might be, you know, he might think that he's doing good. Really, he's talking about himself. He started putting this out in a lot of shows, and a lot of books, and a lot of movies.
He's trying to justify himself.
Yeah.
Justice and justify being to clear himself, to get himself to clear.
You just gotta know that he has no good.
Right.
He knows that. He knows that. He's evil against good, man, like the scripture says. All right.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah 5 and 20. It says, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
Right.
That put darkness for light and light for darkness.
Right, that's what this man Esau does, man. He called things that's righteous, he called them evil. Then he called things that's evil, he called them righteous, man. Right, that's this man do. That's why this world is in a mess, in a hot mess, man, because of him.
It says that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Yeah. So what they doing now, they trying to say that the alternative lifestyle, the same-sex lifestyle, oh, that's good for society. Real, that's bad, because real, that's self-genocide. Because you can't reproduce, two men can reproduce, two women can reproduce. What it is, that's self-genocide, man.
That's why Job 9:24 says what it says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Yeah. Yeah, because that falls in favor. Guess, you know why they want you to self-genocide? So we don't have no strong, healthy young warriors to challenge you, man.
So there will be no more of us.
Yep, no more than 12 tribes, so that's not going to work.
Ultimately, Esau, he's naturally H to the O to the M to the O. You know, he's naturally a Mo, right?
Yeah.
So in Egypt, the Pharaoh wanted to get rid of the male child so we couldn't make our nation more greater.
Right.
Now, to fast forward in today's time, it's like Pharaoh again, which would be your presidents, pushing these laws. They're doing the same thing, but now instead of getting rid of all the male children, let's push these lifestyles on them so that they don't deal with their women and bring forth more children. Let's change it up so they deal with the same sex.
Yeah.
It's the same thing like in Egypt, him getting rid of the male child.
They show that, not had sex and stuff. They show that movie, Man of Steel, where they having babies by genetic selection. They take the sperm, artificial selection, put the child in the pod. That's real life. Now that's in the open now, but you can grow an embryo inside of an electronic pod, man.
Right. You grew a lamb in a synthetic womb.
Yeah, that's what it's called, synthetic wounds. Synthetic wounds. Now synthetic wounds, that's out in the open. So what you got to say now, scoffers? Y'all crazy, man. Ain't no such thing as synthetic movies, man. Y'all watch too much TV.
Where do you think they? Every time they show it on TV,
Right.
they been had it like 20 years before.
Right. All that technology. I was looking at this special on YouTube. That's why they gonna cut the internet off too much shit. Stuff. I was looking at this special on YouTube. What this general in the army said. He said this a long time ago. He said all the movies, all the technology you see in Star Wars movies and all that shit. He said they been had that shit 50 years earlier. Yeah, 'cause I seen an old picture. This robot and this Idumia in the Air Force. The robot looked like the same robot in the RD-D2 in Star Wars and shit.
What's Esau has those strong bullets. That's
Yeah.
one thing. And then what is but a laser but concentrated fire, bro?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, look, concentrated fight. All those laser pistols, ray guns. They showed in 1945. They had that shit for real, man.
Yeah, because the Lord is amping this devil up.
Right.
So when this fight comes,
Oh,
it's
get
gonna
that.
be epic.
The Smiths. Isaiah 54. Yeah, bring that out. Mosiah used his dumb ass to bring this
The
up.
Smith to blow with the
And
codes.
like the elder was talking about what they say with the internet. It said that was for military use only before it
Yeah.
became mainstream.
Yeah,
You know,
no,
so
really
they had
to wake Jake up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God knows.
Hey, the
So that's
internet
the
made
main-
for the elect of Israel, man. So maybe, hopefully we among that's known.
Right, and the internet we use is really the fake internet.
Right.
It's like you know how you got basic cable.
Right.
We got basic internet because the real internet is the dark web. The internet.
Yep.
The internet that we use is like they refer to as looking at a glacier. You only use the top part, but underneath you got all like the glacier goes deep under the water.
Yeah.
That's where the real internet's at, where all the info is, which is the dark web. So we're only using like 2% of what's
1%.
like 1% of what's really out on the web.
Because if you use that dark web, you get that dark web.
Oh, they
They
gonna grab you up.
Grab
All
it up.
the technology that
Yup.
we have today is test technology for something else.
Yep. Because the dark web, you get
just don't know
you might need a heart. You get a heart. You do this, new eyeballs, this and that. You get shit that you need. Really, that dark web, that's for them.
Yeah, that really it was either the FBI or the CIA. They invented they invented the dark web, which is the real internet. But they used it to go into other people's countries to send intel back and forth from America to the other countries. So what they did is they have an IP changer that changes your IP address every like 5 seconds. It'll show you in New York, it'll show you in like Africa, it'll show you, it switches so they can't locate you. So they use that to transfer information back and forth to government information. But now anybody can access it, which I don't recommend you do it. Because if you do, you're gonna get that knock on the door. Because Jay gonna do it at the crib like a dummy and use their internet. Your ass better go to McDonald's.
Then on top of that, JB high shit. Jake, look, you know Jake smoke weed.
They
and
gonna
high
order
shit.
it to the
They
crib.
gonna order to the crib. They gonna be all high, can't fight back and shit. And you saw gonna snatch their ass up.
But supposedly on the dark web, you got everything that Esau censors that they took off the internet. Like that one AI that basically said the white man, if we get rid of the white man, all the problems will go away.
Yeah.
You can't find that video no more, but it's on the dark web.
Probably got high powered weapons shit like laser guns and shit.
Yeah, they got everything on there.
I got that prophet.
Yeah, go ahead.
This Proverbs 17, I believe that was a high power for it. 15, it says, "He that justifieth the wicked, and he that condemneth the just, even they both are abomination to the Lord."
Yeah, this brother, your partner, shit. Got a baby inside there. That's a cannon. Yeah, that's a canyon. It came out in the 90s. Alright? Hey, like my mom said, every movie got some type of truth to it, man.
Yeah.
All those movies, any movie you come out there, it got some type, it's based on some type of reality, man. They don't just put shit up there. They put shit up there to throw it over your face. Really, because to do two things to make you to be arrogant as fuck and shit, that you people don't know what the fuck going on at the same time to make a profit off this shit.
It's like the show The Simpsons.
Yeah.
You got different cartoons like that.
Right.
You know, it's telling you in your face. That's the hell that was going into.
Yup, the Simpsons, Futurama and shit.
Right, and that's what Amalek does. Because according to his false books, it says in his books that if they tell you what they're gonna do before they do it, it's not counted against them as sin. So here it is, he'll warn you in the movies, and that's his form of, see, I told him, I showed him in the movie that I was gonna kill him. So now I can kill him. Yep. That's the way Esau works with his talismanic sorcery. Yeah. You know, he puts it out in his TV shows, in his films, you know, but then to him, I already warned him, so now I can do it. And that's how he works. He puts it in your movies, the TV shows, the cartoons. Of the way, and that's another way of them communicating with the other elites of what they're planning on doing. They get it, you know, they pick it up like, oh yeah, we got the message. But you goofy Babylonian, you goofy Americans, and you 2/3, that goes right over. Oh, that was a good movie. Oh, whole time that was the way they want to take you out.
Right. You read that, please? This is Proverbs 17 and 15, because we ain't really get to touch on it. It says, he that justifieth the wicked and he that condemneth the just, even they both are an abomination to the Lord.
That's right, man. And truth on this side is condemned, right? Whether it be about the Fauci, ouchie, you know, all right? Or a man is supposed to be with woman and not woman with woman, or man with man. All right, these things are all condemned on this side because the ego is in power, right? You know, or you could even just say that you want this for yourself nowadays, because why do you care what somebody does in their backyard or in their household? Right. Okay, well, why do you care what I do with my household, man? Now you proclaim this with your own house because we recognize that this is only for the wicked. This is not for the dead. You know, we're trying to give this unto the wicked. Why you want to give that to them? Well, y'all don't want it. All right. Why are you coming against my way of life, man? All right.
I gotta say this right before this gonna speak, but they like the Rita Franklin. You make me feel like a natural woman. Oh, now that's anti-transformer. You can't say that. That's wrong. You can't say that.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous, man. Go ahead.
We just living in the soft world, man. Right. Everything's crucified. More importantly, everything's wicked, man. Matter of fact, get that in woe to them that decree righteous decrees. Then I believe it's one of the Psalms that says, woe to them that put light for darkness for light.
Isaiah 8 and 20 and Isaiah 10 and 1.
I got the Isaiah 10 and 1. This is the book of Isaiah 10 and 1. It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed.
Right, so these laws that they put in place to be wicked, man. But to be true and to be righteous and to be honest, that's frowned upon. That's looked down upon. All right? That's going against the norm. But when Esau does something, him going against the true norm is actually wickedness, man. Right? Changing of kinds. Like the brother said, man with man, woman with woman. All right? Pedophilia. All these things, man. All right?
Hey, Vladimir Putin, with the one speech he did not too long ago.
Yeah, he went in on America.
He went in on America and said that this place is it's backwards, basically. And all the nations outside of America understand the American lifestyle is a death style. I'm quoting Nagasaki. The beloved Nagasaki.
You also dropped dead trying to trace the American truth.
Right, and that's what Vladimir Putin was saying. He's like, these people, who are they to be telling us how to do things with them in their own places? Everything here is fucked up.
Hey, Shalaka, when the brother said that this place America's soft, guess what? Man walked past the fucking lipstick on, man. Him and his wife got the same color lipstick on. Right, go ahead.
Right, I think, hold on. Because me and Malcolm was texting each other. So I think I actually got that speech.
He said,
Hold on.
Vladimir Putin, this guy hates Joe Biden. He described this country in a way that shows pure hatred. Listen to what he's here. I'll translate for you. The United States, they lie constantly. They pervert historical facts. Do not stop attacks on our culture. The Russian Orthodox Church and other traditional religious organizations of our economy. See what they do with their own people. The destruction of the family, cultural and national identity. perversion, mockery of children, and pedophilia are declared the norm of their life. Priests are forced to bless same-sex marriages. Look, he's not wrong about his description of Joe Biden's
Right.
marriage.
So the camera heard it. So we gonna listen to it. All right. So the guy goes in. This is what Putin said. He said the United States lie constantly. They pervert historical facts. They do not stop attacks on our culture. The Russian Orthodox Church and other traditional religious organizations of our economy see what they do with their own people, the destruction of the family, culture, and natural identity, perversion, mockery of children, and pedophilia are declared as norm. And priests are forced to bless same-sex marriages. So Putin, he did. Hey, this place is wickedness. It's completely backwards, man.
That's right.
And these other Edomites. Now Putin them are Edomites, but I'll say they're more manly Edomites than the ones over here, right?
Mighty men of Edom.
Right.
Mighty men of Edom.
Right. But the ones over here, right? They don't want these type of Edomites ruling the world. Like, we gotta listen to them. Their society is backwards. Their economy is a piece of shit. And things of that nature, man. Right? And really, that's how all the other nations view America, man. But when America goes to these other countries and declare democracy, what happens? Nothing but wickedness. Women running around half naked. Right? And that's why, what's that? Saharan law? That's why they don't want the military over there in their land, because the people are going to gravitate to that democracy, which is really rule of the demons, all right, and start grabbing onto that shit and doing those things, man. All right, it's wickedness at the end. America does nothing but promote wickedness, which really goes into Revelations, the whore that's making all these other nations drunk off of wine.
I got it right here.
That's the spirit.
This is the book of Revelations 18, and I'm gonna start at 2. It says, he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and become the habitation of devils, and the whole of every foul spirit, in a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Right, so ultimately this place is going to be turned into a desert. It's going to be his judgment. Sodom and Gomorrah stood as a sign of how the ungodly will be rewarded. So America is going to be that times 10, right? Matter of fact, it says Sodom and Gomorrah is going to be more tolerable than this place, man. All right, and that's saying a lot, because that was heavenly hellfire that rained down on those 5 cities.
And that was an example of how not to live.
Yep. Go ahead.
Verse 3, it says, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Right, from the Chinese to the Japanese. Right, back in the 30s and 20s, Chinese still had their robes. Now they got suits and a president and things of that damn nature, man.
And they act like Esau.
Right.
They act like Esau.
Go ahead.
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
Right, through her what? Through the U.S. American dollar, that petro oil, right? Which we've been knew, but it's coming out now that the whole war on Afghanistan was nothing but about oil and fucking money, man. All right, it was bullshit.
Poppy seeds too.
Poppy, that opium, all right? And what else? The fact that they want to get Saddam Hussein, and then they got Gaddafi after that because they wanted the gold currency back, man. And that's why China and Russia is getting together now to come up with a new currency, which ultimately is going to be digital. Yeah. All right. Go ahead.
It says, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Because what? America is known as a consumer nation. We outsource everything. We don't do nothing here, and that's because these big eco giants have done what? They moved everything to India or China for cheaper labor. While here at home, people ain't got no damn jobs. That's how your kingdom becomes weak. You become lazy and you don't work. And you outsource everything. That's the same thing that happened to ancient Rome. Go ahead.
Verse 4, it says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
All right, because what's going to be her plagues? This fire, all right? And all the destruction that's going to happen upon this place. But for the elect is going to be beamed up by those chariots, man. And Yahweh Ratazah, all right, we're a part of that number, man. That's why we're out here every Saturday, all right, every week doing our sit-downs, all right, standing up for the gospel of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and living our lives accordingly, the best we can, according to the law, okay? Go ahead.
Verse 5, it says, for her sins have reached unto heaven. And
Right,
yet,
well, what haven't this whore done, man? All right? And then there's a show on Amazon Prime, it's called Hunters. Basically, so I watched both seasons, and then the last episode is called The Trial of Hitler. And Hitler looked at the World Council, it was like a judge from America, a judge from Britain, judges from different, parts of the world. And he said, you Americans, you take the natives' land, you enslave Africans, he said you Brits did something else, and a couple other things, and he called them all hypocrites, all right? Because you guys are guilty of the mass extermination, right, of the Israelites, man. All right, you literally trying to destroy a whole nation. But now, you guys don't want to talk about it. Now, critical race theory and things of that nature.
Take it off the textbooks.
All right?
That was the past.
All right, we don't want our kids to feel, come on, brother. You don't want your kids to feel ashamed. No, this is your history.
Right.
We didn't ask you to put us in no damn chains. We didn't ask you to hang us. We didn't ask you to chop off our rods. We didn't ask you to rape us. You guys did that on your own accord. Because you're the devil, like the Bible speaks about.
Before the affliction.
Right. And you're still getting paid off all the labor of our backs.
Yep.
All right? So obviously you don't feel guilty. If you feel guilty, where's the reparations? But guess what? The only reparations we want is blood, honestly. That's the only thing that balances out, like number says.
Hey, well, the true reparations is them actually just coming in, like what episode of this cartoon Black Dynamite, they put themselves in slavery. They would actually be them doing that, man. They would come with some chains, they would give us all their shit, and they would put the chains in our hand and tie themselves up, man. That would be true reparations.
And blood.
And blood, like the brother said, and they best orders and blood, because that would be the repair of what you did.
I got that precept right here, just to bring it out.
Then we're going to jump back to that.
This is Numbers 35 and 33. It says,
Preaching.
it's Numbers 35 and verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land. And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So like the brother Shapaya was saying, man. All right, that's the only way we can receive, just reparations, man. All right, that's it, scripture and all that fiat currency that you Jake's fighting over, land, you know what I'm saying, and this and that, man. All right, that's not gonna, balance out, the weight on the balance, man. All right, because Esau Edom has done so much, man. All right, the only just way, to go about this, all right, is that same way, man. Hey, that blood has to be shed, man. All right, just as our blood was shed. You know what I'm saying?
Obviously, look like they shot.
said,
Obviously, good trade time. Go ahead, back to that Revelations.
Revelations 18.
Hey, that's like that song. We're gonna get it back in blood, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
That's
He
right.
put that spirit upon us.
That's right.
Disclaimer: we're not gonna do it on our own accord. We're gonna do it when the Lord does it, man. All right, and trust me, you'll know that time. Go ahead.
This is the book of Revelations 18 and 5. It says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh have remembered her
Get
iniquities.
Isaiah the 47th chapter.
It says, reward her even as she rewarded you. Right, how did this place reward us? Death and destruction.
Hey,
From
matter of fact, that Ezekiel 35 and 5 says, since thou hast not hated blood, blood should pursue thee. So that's the only way to cancel out your debt, man. Go ahead.
it says, and double unto her, double according to her works, and the cup which she had filled to her double.
Right, so the Lord said, give her double, man. All right? All the things that happened to us in slavery, all the way up to this day.
Come on.
They gotta pay for it, man. Go ahead.
Verse 7, how much has she have glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
Right, and all that's gonna change, all right? She's no longer gonna be called the virgin daughter, because war hasn't touched this land, not from an outside nation, but it will, all right? It will. Go ahead.
It says, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning.
And why is that? Because they ain't gonna be able to make money off this place no more, man. Right now, this place is being liquidized. Everything is going out the window, right? Then what's gonna happen? The economy is gonna crash and they're gonna have to reset it, all right? Which the start of that was basically 2020, all right? When you look at that gap, it literally went from, yeah, you had lower class, middle class, to the rich. There's really no more middle class, man, at all. It's either you poor or you fucking rich, all right? You see how rich certain companies got in the span of fucking 2.5 years? It's ridiculous, man. Yup.
Railroad had record profits, and right before 20 hit, the whole entire railroad industry, right? Cut like 140%.
That's crazy.
I remember 2017, 18, and until the apocalypse going on.
Yeah, that was happening.
And that was just a coincidence.
So, like, when the housing industry collapsed too, they wanted like $90 million houses and stuff like that.
Shit, this place closed. The place next door closed. Every damn near store down there is closed.
I remember that store right there, that's the Champs. That motherfucker been closed since we started teaching down here. Like 2014.
All of this shit is closed.
That's closed. Pretty soon America's gonna be closed.
That's right.
Hey, all the top of these buildings abandoned.
Shut it down.
They're not built up. And these high rise, they ain't got business going on. Shit, vacant. Shit, like 5 motherfuckers reservation.
No, it's a spirit you say that though, Brian, because I actually seen an article not too long ago about that. Like a lot of these, like the brother said, a lot of these sky rises, man, a lot of these apartments is vacant, man, and they trying to, make them into like, low income housing and different things like that, so it can, fill up the space, man. Because ain't nothing going on, man.
Hey, one of these apartments right here costs like $5,000 a month.
Matter of fact,
Yeah.
With government, with state or government system, you get an apartment downtown.
Yeah.
You ain't got to pay that much rent. They'll go by your weekly earnings.
As the brother was saying, prior to 2020, downtown as a whole was, crowded. A lot of stores was booming, things of that nature.
Yeah.
Now you see it, everything is spaced out. When these hollow days come up, these people, you can see the look on their faces. They in a state of mourning.
Yeah.
But this place is pretty much done.
How Ross out, we gonna be in El Corral because we're gonna do a sit down about the history of finance here in Chicago, the board of trade and everything, and how everything's
A lot of corrupt motherfuckers too.
Yeah, a lot of crooked dudes out.
A lot of crooked and corrupt motherfuckers.
Yeah, so we gotta sit down, we gotta do a little research, then we're gonna have a sit down. How Ross out, me and Brother Brian, brothers, join us and stuff. Doing that,
Go ahead.
yep. How prosperous, basically, the thing is how prosperous America is, but like from a Chicago perspective.
Yeah.
How that shit gonna go down in flames. All right, go ahead.
It says, verse 10, it says, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city, Babylon.
Right, it says standing afar off. Now, when you look at the continents, all right, in different countries, there's mainly only one country that's on the island by themselves, and it's North America, all right? Europe is connected to fucking Asia. We've got Russia, all the stands, Afghanistan, Turkestan, all that shit. It's all together. So for them to stand off afar off and look at a certain place burning together, that only can tell you that that place is North America, man. All right, Babylon the Great to be, to be correct. All right.
The great sages.
Which, hey, if that consists of Canada and Mexico, hey, so be it. But USA for sure. We know it's going out the goddamn window, man. Go ahead.
It says that mighty city, it says for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
Right, it says in 1 hour is that judgment comes. All right, it literally takes, I believe he said less than an hour for a missile to get from one side of the earth to the other. All right. So hey, it's gonna be crazy when all those nukes are dropping, and not only that, the chariots. Go ahead.
It says, verse 11, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise any more. The merchandise of gold and silver, and precious stones, and of pearls, and of fine linen, and purple, and silk, and scarlet, and all thine wood, and all manner of vessels of ivory, and all manner of vessels of most precious wood, and of brass, and iron, and marble, and cinnamon, and odors, and ointments, and frankincense, and wine, and oil, and fine flour, and wheat, and beasts, and sheep, and horses, and chariots, and slaves, and souls of men. Right, so this place gonna be destroyed in 1 hour, and these things that America produces, these different things, these different merchandise is gonna be no more. And it says right here, it says slaves, you know, because what? We're still finding the so-called white man's hand to this day, you know? And it says, and souls of men. It says, and
the souls of men, all right? Spiritually and physically. Y'all done sold, hey, matter of fact, what scriptures that they done sold nations through her witchcraft? I believe it's Revelation
18, no? You should be in there.
Or it's Nahum. It's one of the other. Go ahead.
Oh, the soul.
Verse 14, it says, and the fruits that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things which were dainty and goodly.
Right, your delicate things, all right? So, you know, over here in America, it's the worst fucking food, the worst fucking diet, man. Everything's fucking fried. Go ahead.
Are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. The merchants of these things, which were made rich by her, shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing.
Right, because ain't nobody gonna see, nobody's seen the destruction that's gonna happen to Babylon the Great, man. All right. When most nations fail, all right, it was a transition of power. This one, hey, is gonna be all out fucking war. Go ahead.
It says, verse 16, it says in the saying, alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. It says, for in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company in ships.
Right, and what is that talking about? All right, because if you're over there in Europe, Russia, most of their stuff is either plane, train, because there ain't no great bodies of water between them two. Yeah, they may have a couple of boats. But these niggas said the Vatican. I don't see no motherfucking ships pulling up to the Vatican.
Saudi Arabia.
All right.
Right.
Assholes. Okay? But you know what it is? It's talking about Babylon the Great. You know how many ports we have over here in Babylon? Too many to fucking count. Go ahead.
Mainly the Panama Canal.
Yup, that's
you had
amazing.
the damn Edomites. You can look up the Panama Deception. Fucking took over Zebulon shit over there and ran through the canal because that was like the most narrowest part where they could merge from the south to from the south side of America to go up to the north and to cut from east to west faster.
Right, instead of going around the whole thing.
Right.
It says, in every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on their heads, and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, that great city, wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea, by reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour is she made desolate. Right, especially, you know, Ishmael can't make money off niggas no more, man. You know, these different nations can't make money off Jake. You know,
right?
You know,
that's your number one consumer. So even when it comes to designer shit, it ain't Esau and all these assholes buying that shit. It's Jake dumbass.
Right. That's why in the parable with Lazarus, they said the dogs lick the wounds. You know, which are these heathens basically taking advantage of the children of Israel. know, you got fucking Elam, fucking in 7-Eleven.
Shit, the chicken shacks.
Fucking
Gas station.
right. You got Ishmael in the 7-Eleven.
Moab.
You know that Ishmael took over Dunkin' Donuts, man.
Right, they took over Dunkin' Donuts.
Tell you stale donuts.
You got Moab, Ammon, and all the nail shops.
Yup.
You got
Beauty supply stores.
Even the designer stores as well.
Hand braid him.
hand braiding hair and selling you fake hair, or real hair that don't belong on your head. Selling you them hair hats, or them hat hair, whatever they call it, the hair hat, you know. But and they're all in your neighborhoods. You don't own or run none of those things, but these other heathens are in your neighborhoods running the shit, making money off of you.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 13 and 20. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation.
Let's start at the top. Yeah, if you don't mind, brother, you know. Yeah, that little chapter.
Isaiah 13 and 1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see.
The burden. This is what America has to deal with, man. Go ahead.
Lift ye a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the noble.
Know what that bitch ass? What you doing? Literally what Isaiah just said, man.
That's right.
Standing in the gates of the nobles, lifting up the banner of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, wagging my motherfucking finger at these nobles, man.
That's right.
Because their fucking kingdom is over with, man.
That's right.
America as you know it is fucking done. And
That's
I can't wait for this Passover, man.
America is broke.
We're broke.
We're broke.
Go ahead.
But they say, you guys sing, what did it say? Exalt the voice.
Right, exalt the voice. Hit the high notes. Go ahead.
It said, I have commanded my sanctified ones, I have also called my mighty ones from mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness.
The
noise
angels, the elect. All right, the Lord is gathering us all together. Go ahead.
The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustered the host of the battle.
Right. So you know what pops in your head? Joel, the 3rd chapter, man. All right, that valley of Jehoshaphat. As a matter of fact, Ezekiel the 38th chapter. See, all the prophets pretty much seen the same thing. And they said it in their own way, in their own spirit, according to how Yahweh Shai gave it to them. All right?
Scripture said that. It said that the prophets that have been before me and of old prophesied against many countries and kingdoms of war, of evil, and of pestilence. And that's what we're doing today. Ain't nothing new. The prophets back.
Prophets old.
You're right. Ezra seen the same thing as Daniel, and it was expounded more to him.
Go ahead. It says they come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land.
What comes from one end of the earth to the other?
The arrows of the Lord.
Exactly. Like I believe Ezra talks about that. When they be shot. Go ahead, brother.
This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 13. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss. When they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
Right, it's metaphorical for nukes. Matter of fact, it says from the ends of heaven, from one country to what?
They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the what?
ICBM, continental ballistic missile, man. All right, go ahead.
It said to destroy the whole land. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt.
Right, you people get when it's just like Sarah Connor, and then I believe it was 1984, the day after or something like that.
Yeah, the day after.
When they saw all those missiles going up, they couldn't do shit. You can't run. You can't dig a bunker deep enough. You can't do shit but sit there and wail and cry. It's like your ass at a shooting post just getting ready to get shot.
That movie for years had me consider how many say, man, before I came to you. I always think about that movie, man. Cause doing this shit.
What's that nigga at the end of knowing? This isn't the end, so.
Oh, then Isaiah 14 have the bruised feet.
God, yeah. Go ahead.
It says, and they shall be afraid pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames.
The Lord gonna light their ass up. So their faces gonna be as flames, man. Their eyes gonna melt in their sockets, tongues in their mouths. You have something, brother?
This is the book of Malachi 4:1. It says, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, said the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch." Right, this place is going to be a whole desert. I believe that's what Isaiah, the 34th chapter. How it talks about, this place, is going to be a desert. Going to be burning from generation to generation.
He got it. Then you read it in that Revelations. Go ahead, brother.
And I got it in Peter, 2 Peter 3:10. But the day of Yahweh will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also, and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
So knowing all this shit is going to happen, how should you be acting? What should you be doing, man?
Your conduct.
Exactly.
That's right.
Verse 9. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light.
Right, because all that nuclear fallout is going to be in the sky. The smoke, all that is going to cover it, man. Go ahead.
Yep. And he shall destroy, it's like it said, the sun shall be darkened, and the day of the Lord is going to be dark, it's not light. The sun shall be darkened and is going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
Right, the Lord said the world, man. As a matter of fact, when we read Isaiah the 34th chapter, it says his indignation is upon all nations, man. His judgment is coming upon all nations, man. This is an example for all you nations, man. You touch the apples of the Lord, and then above all, you guys was wicked as hell, man.
The Lord say, wait ye upon me till I rise up into the nations to gather them.
A lot of you people just think this shit's a joke, man. But everything's been happening according to, as the scriptures say it was going to happen. That's right.
Yeah, keep on laughing because you're fulfilling the scriptures, but it says, woe to you who laugh now because you're going to mourn later.
That's right.
So who's going to ultimately get the last laugh? Yahweh Shem Yahushai and his men, the prophets. We going to get the last laugh. Lord willing, we get to be those men.
And it's beautiful that Yahushai was Isaac in the reincarnation. Isaac being last.
Go ahead.
It's verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
A woman?
I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Therefore I will shake the heavens.
That's talking about the elect man on top of that. Man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Right, and that lets us know that you women are not the prize. You ain't nothing. The only thing that you're good for really is to be the servant to your husband and serve him.
That's right.
Go ahead.
That's right. Like the brother said, the elect man is not talking about all men.
Right.
Yep. It says, therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as the chase robe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land. All right, so all these, like the brothers were saying earlier, all these different nations, they're going to go back to their land. All right, they're going to be up and out. And you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all going to be right here in the land of your captivity still. All right, it says, every one that is found shall be thrust through, and every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
They'll join hand in hand. All right? You guys, see, a lot of you Israelites are going to trust in this system. They're going to trust in this oppression. All right? Like the scriptures say.
That's going to be your shame. That's going to be your downfall.
Yep.
Because you're going to ask of a covering, but now that the Lord's covering, you're going to ask sin to sin.
Psalms 20 says some trust in horses and chariots, that relates to you guys gonna trust in Esau and his army and his military, man.
Which gonna lead to them taking that seat here.
Yep.
That one dude, he was all like, America has the best this and the best weapons and the aircrafts and we're never gonna blah, blah, blah. That's putting your trust in Egypt.
Yep.
Because what? Just because they got tanks and missiles and all of that shit, that don't mean nothing. You know?
What it say? What it say? Let not the mighty man glory in his might, nor the king in his host. Right? Hey, armies can be destroyed and broken.
Right, and the Lord don't need a lot of people to take down the army.
At all.
He, as a matter of fact, there was a point in time in Judges where he was like, "That's too many of y'all."
At least they say they did it by their own hand.
Right, at least they say we delivered this and did that. You know, the Lord ain't dealing with numbers. He deals with quantity, with quality, not quantity. You know, so the elect is a small number. Lord ain't dealing with big numbers.
That's right. And what the scripture say in Daniel as well, it says basically this decree is by the matter of the watchers. You know, basically that the Lord, you know, and he set up a kingdom and he bring it down, man. You know, so hey, that's what it is, man.
Right. Verse 16. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. The bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. In Babylon, the glory
It says the eyes shall not spare children. This is gonna be a hell of a day, man. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited. Neither, that's how we know that over there in Iraq is not what it's talking about.
Right, this is talking about this Babylon, the daughter of Babylon, not ancient Babylon.
Motherfuckers living over there.
Right.
Yep. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there. All right. Neither shall the shepherds make their fold there.
So no more Ishmael and motherfucking 7-Elevens and at the Shell gas stations calling you boss. How's it going, boss? Hey, boss.
Some money, buddy.
Buddy, hey, y'all ain't gonna be pitching 10 over here because this is all gonna be destroyed.
No more sharks, chicken.
Right.
Taking their children, trying out the blood, putting it in the flour.
What?
They don't even pick the feathers off sometimes.
That's true.
They say it's chicken. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dance there, and satyrs shall dance there.
This is gonna be the best. Don't you know how you watch BBC? Not
The British
broadcast. Jake ass can't be serious for a second. All right.
It's a lot.
Was it National Geographic? I watched a little desert documentary. This is gonna be the biggest
desert.
I'm watching this shit every night. This is some ass animals, man.
Right. So if this place is on fire forever, then that means animals couldn't actually dwell
here.
You know what I'm saying?
Which that forever means a long period of time.
Exactly.
Just like when September 11 happened, the smoke, the fire from that, it took like months for it to clear up, you know, and then even then there were still fires deep underground underneath all that rubble. But that was microscopic. That was like 1 grain of sand compared to the whole beach of how much this place is gonna be burnt up. It says the elements shall melt with fervent heat. What type of fire you know gonna turn glass back into sand? ICBM missile fire can do that.
It says, and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant places, palaces, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. There you go, man. The time is coming, and the days are not going to be prolonged, man. Hold fast till the Lord comes.
Facts.
I got it right here.
Southside. He's spit. So, I thought
Batman.
you were just talking.
I thought he was just talking.
He hit the Batman on him.
This is Isaiah 47, verse 1. It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, or daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstone and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers."
Yeah, your shame is being shown to all the nations. All the nations know what you did to the northern kingdom, the southern kingdom. It's not a secret. So the fact that you're trying to make it a secret over here, Babylon the Great, is redundant. It's obvious
They can't make it
who
a secret
you are,
because they
man.
say what nation had not part of the spoils. They all put in, they touched the apple of the Lord's eye. All these fucking nations did, man. Ain't
Psalms
nobody finna
83rd.
be exempt from this judgment the Lord bringing, man.
Psalms 83rd chapter.
They ain't had shit, it's been exposed.
Yep. Go ahead.
It says, verse 3.
And the Lord's about to bring this place down, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
He ought to be destroyed.
Right, which Babylon, the daughter of Babylon is synonymous with Edom. You can find that in the book of Psalms. Go ahead.
Verse 3, it says, "Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man."
Right, so what day is that when the Lord is not going to meet you as a man? All right? It's the chariots, man. Okay? The chariots of the Lord. No, we don't got enough time. Go ahead.
It says, verse 5. It says, "Sit thou silence, get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, but thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdoms. I will draw from my people. I have..."
Right, what did Revelations 18 say? It says, "I'll sit as a woman forever."
Yeah.
All right? Go ahead. These little bitches.
It says, "I will draw from my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke."
Right, they ain't give a fuck. They ain't give a fuck about our babies or our old folks, man. All right? You slaughtered us from us coming out of the womb all the way to an old age. They didn't show no pity. So I'm slicing babies' throats as soon as they pop out of they fucking mouth. Yeah, but they split. Oh, yeah. You
Cut you out and then cut you.
Ah, yeah. Then bring your ass back and send your ass to the field. Go ahead.
Verse 7. It says, "And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever. So thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, and neither didst remember the latter end of it."
Right. Because when you look up Edom, it says the only nation not promised mercy of all the tribes of the earth. All right? Yep.
And that's in a biblical scholar's book. You go to Combat Dictionary.
Shit, if I was Edom, I would try to stay away from being Edom too. Shit. Go ahead.
This is the book of Lamentations 4:21. It says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked.
Right, that's the cup of slavery. Go ahead.
The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity."
It's like a nigga getting ready to get out of jail. Hey, nigga ready. Shit, that's how we feel. Shit. We getting off scot-free and no probation. Go ahead.
He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. And Esau, Edom got a long ass rap sheet.
And the Lord said, you ain't gonna quit the wicked, man. All right? We got Amos 1 and 11, Obadiah 1 and 10, all right? Ezekiel 35 and 5. And you're guilty of all those things, man.
And going back to that, he's been exposed. But once again, he's been exposed through the mouthpiece of the Lord, man, which is the
Second
prophet,
Thessalonians, man.
You know? He said that man of sin is being revealed. And he's been revealed through who? Through the man of the Lord. From our apostle and elders on down. Ain't no more hide, man.
Shit, Esau knows they're Esau now.
Right.
You had that one Edomite used to come to the camp. I'm an Edomite. Esau knows they're Esau.
They got that song, "Am I a Edom?"
Right.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. Verse
Oh, you had the guy, I remember his name because the shit was so funny. Daniel Mayo. He was all like, "Can we get our birthright back, please, Jesus? Can we get our birthright back?" You had a whole, I know, right? You had a whole Edomite begging Jesus to give them back their birthright.
Oh, yeah. Remember him? He was crying and shit.
He was crying and shit.
Yelling and shit.
Danny O'Mayo, look him up.
Go ahead.
Verse 8 says, Therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures and dwellest carelessly, that says in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me.
Right?
I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments.
So the Lord's going to judge you for all of them, man.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
It says, verse 10, it says, For thou trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, None seeth me.
Right.
Thy wisdom and thy knowledge.
Right, and that's those dark societies, man. Nobody see it. Illuminati and things of that nature, man. Go ahead.
It says, Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee, and thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, and thou shalt not know from whence it rises. And mischief shall fall upon thee, and thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so, thou shalt be able to profit.
Right, so none of your dark magic, your rituals, none of that stuff is gonna work. All right, even the left hand side is playing you, Edom. All right, because you're losing your power. Go ahead. That was it.
No, no. It says, if thou mayest pervix, if I'm gonna start.
So now the Lord's mocking you. You can go ahead, use your rituals, your sorceress, and see if that's gonna help.
Yep.
It ain't. All right.
That's right.
Just like with the Egyptians and the things they was doing, man. It's gonna be the same thing. Go ahead.
Verse 13. It says, Thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers and the stargazers and the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. It says, There shall not be a cold to warm at, nor a fire to sit before it. It says, Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander everyone to his quarter, none shall save thee.
At all, man. So you're destined for doom. You brother got anything else?
Yeah, actually, I got one more.
Go ahead, bro.
This is
You ever watch
I did, but
something that we was touching on before camp started. This is the book of 2 Ezra 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? It says, And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Right, going back to Genesis the 25th chapter, how Jacob held, the heel of Esau, which is symbolic of Jacob taking Esau down. He was going to ultimately take Esau down. How about shot? It says, For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. Right. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. Meaning what? The saints is going to possess the kingdom meaning forever and ever.
And we're witnessing that now. We're witnessing that right now. It's a transition to kingdom. So because of our righteous dealings and injuries, the riches got back to seek the kingdom of translated from one people to another. The scripture says that the Lord is going to settle on one that's profitable. And we know whose that is. That's our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai. And that's what the Lord is doing now. He ushering in his kingdom. When we bring it down this one, through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shai. You can't do shit about it.
So with that, we'll say all praises, honor, and glory be unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakapadash.
double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, salutations to the elect, wherever you may be. Abad,